Welcome back. It's been a couple days since we've seen our friend Mike Eppel. Before we bring him in, we just want to show you what he's been up to. It took him a couple days to do this. Yeah, of course he had that the facial hair from November. Oh yes, the excitement of shaving that all off.
Isn't that?
It's so lovely, yeah. Mike. It's lovely.
Thanks.
And we want to say hello and a belated happy birthday to a clean-shaven Mike Eppel, which was on Monday. Good morning to you, my friend. How are you?
Hello. Thank you for all of those fine memories, mustaches and birthdays.
I love it.
Look at that.
There you are.
Listen, that took me quite a bit of time to get that dumb caterpillar off my face, I'll tell you.
I'm sure your wife was happy about it, yes?
Yep. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it was very Tom Selleck-esque. I'd like it to be a little bit more Clark Gable, but what can you do?
Well, good to have you back, my friend. And hopefully you had a nice birthday, a nice shave.
Yeah, it was great.
All that good stuff. We've got a lot to follow today. Obviously, the breaking news with the UK and the Pfizer approval here, that rollout happening much sooner than I think a lot of people anticipated.
Yeah, the UK, the first to give the green light to the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. And it's kind of interesting, Melanie, when you think, oh, my goodness, they're going to start distributing this perhaps as early as next week. You'd think the markets would get a, here we go, shot in the arm.
Oh, there. Yep.
Yeah, thank you. But look, prior to this, every time we had a Monday announcement related to vaccine development, we did see the markets go up substantially. So when you actually have the approval, it's kind of okay, we expected it. So we're not seeing as much euphoria as one might expect. A little bit of an upward trend. It's good news, let's face it. And take it for what it is, and getting into 2021, get things back to normal as vaccine rollouts continue. And hey, yesterday was a record breaker for both the S&P and the Nasdaq on Wall Street. So indeed, all of this has been priced in and continues to move forward.
Mike, we are watching a number of retailers saying, hey, we want to see the other guys to be able to reopen. Obviously, Toronto and Peel in lockdown. We've seen a lot of movement of people saying, like, this is prime shopping time, especially for small businesses. Let's reopen. So let's talk about this letter. Yeah,
47 retail and, in fact, some corporate brands have said to the Premier, reopen at least 25% of in-store capacity for stores in the 416 or Toronto and Peel specifically, because what's happened here, and these are companies like Staples and HBC and IKEA and Canadian Tire. What they've seen happen is people, well, not staying home as they've been told to do, rather, they go to where the stores are open. So it's causing problems in other jurisdictions and potentially spreading COVID-19. And the other thing, too, Melanie, is the fact that, it just creates more, or actually less, ability to control crowds. What did we see when the lockdown was first announced? That first weekend, people flocked to Yorkdale. They went to the Milton Outlet Mall. They just basically panic shopped, and now we're seeing the potential results of that a couple of weeks later with spiking case counts.
And a lot of people were panic shopping, not knowing what they wanted and needed. They just did it because they knew it was open and thought maybe I should grab some things, right? That's actually the topic of our You Sound Off a little bit later on. We want to get your take about the perhaps a reopening of some retail spaces with a bit of pressure. But let's talk about Blackberry right now. Their stock seeing a jump.
When was the last time we talked about Blackberry seeing
That's what I was
big
thinking.
gain? That's just it. Yesterday, for a time, it was up as much as 60%. Blackberry is now a software company. Yeah, they have side deals to still make the QWERTY keyboarded smartphones, but that's not their big business now. It's about software. It's about in-car technology, the connectivity between cars today, the cloud, and getting all of this data moving between the manufacturers, for example, the users, and advanced technology. And BlackBerry announced a deal with Amazon, which has Amazon Web Services, cloud service. And they're in your car, as it turns out. And this is just the wave of the future, how these are basically computers on wheels nowadays, Mel, and the BlackBerry infotainment systems. This is all leading to potentially big sales gains. And as soon as you get in with Amazon, investors get pretty excited about that. And the share price up 60% at one point yesterday. It was up 19% by the close.
Amazon, what a giant. All right, let's finally talk about Royal Bank earnings. We're expecting to see those.
Just got them,
Oh, you got them.
Yep, for the fourth quarter, $3 billion plus in profit, $11 billion for the year. These were actually down a little bit. Actually, the annual profit for the RBC year over year was down a little bit. But what we've seen in the banking industry, Melanie, this year is, okay, the retail side not doing as much business. What's been getting higher earnings on both sides of the trade? When the stock markets plunged, people were hitting sell, sell, sell. That generates revenue. When the markets rebounded, they bought, or buy. That generates revenue. So the capital markets and the retail and the mortgage business for these banks also doing very well with the low interest rate environment. Lots of people buying homes. So we've seen pretty solid earnings from the RBC, the Bank of Montreal, and the Scotiabank. Both of those reported yesterday.
All right. Mike, as always, appreciate your time. Welcome back to you. We missed the stash. I'm not going to lie. I was starting to like it. No. All right. We'll leave it there.
There you go. And it's got to be the up, no show. Never mind.
We'll be right back here.
See ya.
Smile.